Hey butterflies, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Ruby. So usually I do comic breakdowns, but today I just kind of want to free flow and speak from the heart. I'm still relating it to the comics. I just don't want to have the same structure because this way I can just talk to you guys. Today I want to talk to you guys about memories, which is a main topic in the X series. Do you want to keep your memories, the bad ones? Are they of value to you? Why are they of value to you? So when it comes to our past, it does have a direct influence on our present moment, whether we realize it or not. So it is in our best interest to just dive into our past, to dive into our subconscious and be aware of ourselves, and most importantly, take accountability. So the thing that I want to address today with our memories is that it's so important to go in with direction and with intention. And that's kind of where we get messed up a little bit sometimes, because we tend to loop in cycles, especially because that memory is, of course, painful for us because it's so hard for us to let go. And I know we talk about shadow work and meditation and all these things that we need to do in order to heal, but sometimes it's really just as simple as when that thought occurs, you're aware of what you're thinking and you direct it. And of course, it's not about suppressing it. We all say this. Everyone's like, just feel it. You can't suppress it. You got to feel it. And, I'm one of those people. I always say, feel it to fuel it. And that is true. It is important. But some people feel it so much that they sit in that sorrow. So it's very important that you go in with intention and direction. And another thing about visiting our past memories is we need to stand true to who we are and be in our power simultaneously, because who we are now is not who we were then. But when we reflect on certain situations or when we remember certain things, we come in contact with things that remind us of that, whatever it is, right? Sometimes we can be put back in that mind space and feel like we're that person again. So it's very important that you're grounded within yourself, that we're unified, that we're balanced, that we're in harmony within ourselves, who we are currently right now. Even if you haven't reached the potential of where you want to go or your highest goals, acknowledging the progress that you've made thus far so you don't get sucked back into your past. But like I was saying, it's important to have intention with your past memories, and it's really as simple as redirecting your thoughts when it comes up. So of course, that doesn't mean suppressing it, but that means asking different questions, questions that you haven't asked before. And here's where it gets tricky, because when we go back to that moment in time, we're going with the intention to let it go, to put it to rest so that we can have freedom within ourselves, right? So in order to ask different questions, we're going to have to look at it with a different perspective. And if you're not honest with yourself, if you're going in with ego, and if you're going in with your defense mechanisms, it's really easy to fall into the pit of delusion, where you have selective memory or you're over exaggerating or just whatever you're doing to not take accountability. So it's really important to know that when you're reflecting on the past and you're going with intention to let it go, and we're looking at it from a different perspective, that doesn't change what has happened, right? That doesn't change the scenario. It just makes you look at what is the lesson. And that's the whole point. You go back to learn the lesson. I know the past is reoccurring for a lot of people, not just physically, but mentally, especially mentally. So I just wanted to remind you guys to stay true to who you are and be in your power. Okay, remember who you are now, what you have gone through, the growth that you've gone through, okay? When you do reflect and look at those memories, and make sure you have intention, direction, the intention to learn the lesson, to see it from a different perspective so that you can let it go, so that you can put it to rest, so that you can bury it. And why is it important to bury that? Because when you bury something, when you bury the seed, it becomes the new life, right? That is the circle of energy. And so when you bury that energy, when you let it go, when you put it to rest, you welcome new energy. I know a lot of you guys are learning the transcendent nature of, service to yourself and to your cause, to your purpose. Because when you are flourishing within yourself, when you're unified, when you're integrated within yourself, then you're truly able to focus on your own purpose, which trickles down to the collective, right? It always trickles down to the collective in the end. And I know a lot of you are expressing your own soul insights in your own symbolic language, whatever that means for you in your life. All right, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Stay flying free. I'll see you next time. Bye.